And we're back to the Auburn segment of Tide and Tigers. This is Chance Guest, your host, and let's just go ahead and dive into a lackluster Iron Bowl. Miserable for Auburn fans, obviously. Not even exciting for Bama fans half the time, I don't think. But our offense wasn't producing at all. We couldn't run the ball. Alabama's defense was shutting that down very quickly. And when we tried to throw the ball, we're only completing close to 50% of our passes, so not great. It was 63.5% rating for Thorne, but compared to Milroe's 97.3 passer rating, that's a huge difference. And granted, Milroe threw for half the passes Thorne did, but that's because he didn't have to. When they're getting the ball half field, it's not going to matter. And we tried to do too many flashy things early, like the halfback pass. I don't know why we tried that. Of course, I was going to get picked. Going into next season, I've seen some transfer portal news, and I like it. We've got a lot of talented quarterbacks going in the portal that might benefit Auburn. We've got a great incoming freshman, as Brett brought up earlier in our segment. But we've seen that when we put a freshman out there too soon, it doesn't benefit us like other teams do every once in a while. But we've got Hank Brown and Walker White, both very talented quarterbacks, but when we needed them to come in and save the season, it's a lot to ask, obviously, but when we needed them to come in and save the season, they weren't able to fulfill. We had to go back to Thorne. And, obviously you saw that. Fans didn't love it. It was a lot of issues, a lot of times. I think if we could get somebody like, you've got North Carolina's quarterback, Connor Harrell. He's talented. He's good. I don't know if he's the dual threat we need, but we could find out. Iowa QB Cade McNamara is looking to the portal again. Obviously, Iowa didn't have the season they hoped with him, but you never know. It looks like Texas A&M's quarterback is entering the portal too, Connor Wingman. I don't think he's what Auburn needs, but, we could give a look at McNamara or Connor Harrell very easily. Other than that, let's see. We've got. Is Austin a senior as well, or Cobb? Is it Cobb? Okay, so Austin's a junior, and I think Cobb's either a sophomore. So we'll be just fine with our running backs. We won't have another Hunter probably, but we've got skill and speed back there. We need a quarterback to control this offense. We've got defense building up. Our defense always kept us in games. This is just a huge need for Auburn. Let's see. We don't really have much to talk about because our season's essentially over. Might get a bowl game, whatever. Doubt it. Doubt a good one at least. Actually, with our season 5-7, forget how bad we did. Don't even get a bowl game. Yeah, fun year. No, we're gonna bounce back next year. Freeze is still taking over. Freeze is coming, all that stuff. We've got Coleman coming back, who's gonna have to get fed the ball a whole heck of a lot more. We're losing KLS, so Coleman's definitely gonna have to step up. But this recruiting class coming in, maybe it'll be good for us. I don't really know. Other than that quarterback, if we have a whole lot of notable names. Let's see. I'm going through the list right now. People sign. Let's see if I can find Auburn. It's been a lackluster season as well. Not just the Iron Bowl for Auburn. A whole lot of pointing the finger, I guess you could say. But hey, we get to look forward to this offseason and next year and get these recruits in. But what we do have positive right now is Auburn basketball. And it's been wonderful. Let's get to it. Let's see. Being number 2 in the country for Auburn basketball, that's incredible. That's putting us on the map in different ways than we're used to. It's awesome. Bruce Pearl is a godsend for us, basically. It's been great. You know, the meme, the Bruce and the boys, you just lost to Bruce and the boys, or shirtless Bruce and the boys, that stuff. It's all good. But we're undefeated right now in basketball, fellas. We won the Maui Invitational. Didn't see that coming. Hope for it, bet on it, and won that. But that's incredible. We've got a game against Duke tonight. We beat North Carolina, obviously, Memphis, but Duke tonight. While Alabama's playing North Carolina, I think Alabama can actually pull that game out. But I think with Duke even being the favorite tonight, I think that Auburn's going to upset them, remain at number 2. I don't see them jumping to number 1 for any reason just because they beat Duke. But, it's going to be a good season, a good game tonight. Fun to watch. Let's see. Yeah, so, I guess that cuts it short because we don't have any games coming up to worry about with Auburn football. But we do have a lot of news coming up with all the recruits signing. We'll get to that next week. And we'll get on to this Auburn basketball season. All right, War Damn Eagle.